Well, today I have a Moss Model 36, and this model was adopted in 1936, and that France intended to replace the Berthier and the Lebel rifles. This caliber is the 7.5 by 54 French, and it weighs 8 pounds, 2 ounces, and overall length is almost 40.5 inches. It has a 17-inch spike bayonet and a stacking hook. The rifle has no manual safety, and it has 5 removable parts: the bayonet, the bolt body, the bolt rear cap, the firing pin, and the firing pin spring. To further disassemble, you have to have a specially made tool, and only armorers were issued with the appropriate screwdrivers. And the rifle started production at the manufacturer d'Armes de Saint-Étienne, or the Moss, MAS. Production started in late 1937. So let me show you real quick what there is, and I'll flip it over. And it's going to be kind of hard to see down in here. There you go. There's the special bolts or nuts that they have to have the special tool with. Down here I have this cartouche, and it's for August of 1946, and this one is made in 1946. So let me flip it over and show you the other side. All right, so here's the other side, and they had 1.1 million Moss 36 rifles were built by the time the production entered in 1952. The Moss 36 is a short carbine rifle that has a 2-piece stock with a slab-sided receiver. The rifle used various features from other rifles. It has 2 rear locking lugs of the British SMLE, a dogleg bolt handle, as does the P14 and the US model of 1917, and has a peep. And there's the bolt handle there. It also has a simple bolt disassembly similar to the Japanese Arisaka, and it has a 5-round staggered box magazine of the Gewehr 98. And there's the slab-sided receiver, and there's your serial number. It might be kind of hard to see, but up here you can barely make it out. It says MAS MLE 1936. And down here, as I said, you got the stock serial number there. And it has an integrated bayonet, which I will show you in a little bit here. It's right there. You got a button there to push to release it, and it just snaps on. And after the Battle of France in 1940, the Germans used a large number of these rifles and gave them the designation Gewehr 242, which were used by their garrison troops in the occupied France. The post-war 36 rifles have a hooded front sight and a stamped front sling attachment with a ring. Later, they were produced rifles have the parkerized finish versus the black oven bake finish. And there are 3 arsenals. You have the Moss, MAS, for the manufacturer d'Armes de Saint-Étienne, the manufacturer d'Armes de Châteauroux, the MAT, the manufacturer d'Armes de Toul, and this one is import marked CAI. So here real quick, let me show you the bayonet real quick. All right, so right here you have this button, pushes, releases it, turns around, fits right back into the socket it came from. And again, you push that button, releases it, turn it back around, back in for storage. And there you go. That's for the bayonet and how it mounts. Okay, so we're going to do some shooting with it. What I have is the PPU, the 7.5 by 54 French. This is the full metal jacket, 139 grain. All right, so let's load it up, put some down range, and see what it looks like. And as I said, this has no manual safety. All right, so we'll go down, take a look at the target. And one thing that I did notice with this little peep sight here in the rear and my glasses, it's a little bit blurry or out of focus. So looking at a distance, I need to have my glasses up higher. So I don't know how that's going to turn out down there on the target, so we'll go check it out. Okay, so here's my target, and I covered up holes from a previous time of shooting, but again, I was trying to do a 6 o'clock hole just below the 10 there, and I have that one right above the 10, and the other ones are off to the left. So discounting maybe me pulling it or jerking on the trigger, that's a fairly good grouping right over there to the left. So again, thank you for watching. I sure appreciate it and hope you enjoyed it.